Good morning, one and all. I do hope that whenever you're watching this, that your day is going well. For Monday, this is from February 18th, 2004, 4:25 in the morning, titled Be Strong and Courageous. Napoleon called Marshal Ney the bravest man he had ever known. Yet Ney's knees trembled so badly one morning before a battle, he had difficulty mounting his horse. When he was finally in the saddle, he shouted contemptuously down at his limbs, "Shake away, knees! You would shake worse than that if you knew where I am going to take you." Courage is not a matter of not being afraid. It is a matter of taking action even when you are afraid. Courage is more than sheer bravado, shouting, "I can do this," and launching out with a do-or-die attitude over some reckless dare. True courage is manifest when a person chooses to take a difficult or even dangerous course of action, simply because it is the right thing to do. Courage is looking beyond yourself to what is best for another. There's so many sentences in this statement. Courage is not a matter of not being afraid. It is a matter of taking action even when we are. True courage is manifest when a person chooses to take a difficult or even dangerous course of action, simply because it's the right thing to do. It's looking beyond ourselves to what is best for another person. Some examples that I remember of courage that go on daily. Picture a bar at 2 a.m. where 200 to 300 people are leaving and milling about in the parking lot. And amongst these 200 to 300 people, there's 4 police officers hoping to put a early stop to any problems that arise. So they're milling about these 200 to 300 people. And all of a sudden shots ring out from the center of the mass. And immediately everybody starts running in the opposite direction of the gunfire. Except for those 4 officers. Now, if you could picture this from a distance, the 4 officers are fighting against this throng of people running away as they head toward the gunfire as it continues. What compels somebody to do that? The normal human response is self-preservation. It's to flee. There's something inside each of us that knows this is the right thing to do, and they just do it. Another example is a fireman who runs into a building that's on fire. Now, how on earth do you train somebody to do that? Definitely takes a lot of courage. I often think of all the firemen and policemen on 9/11 as people are fleeing the building. They're getting the call and they're running towards it. Just some examples, and it can be as simple as a person at work who stands up for a coworker or for some other injustice that's taking place, and they do it at the risk of losing their own job. It goes on and on each and every day in our lives. There's examples of courage. There's another section of this that goes, "The source of all courage is the Holy Spirit, our Comforter. It is His very nature to remain at our side, helping us. When we welcome Him into our lives and He compels us to do something, we can confidently trust He will be right there helping us accomplish whatever task He has called us to do. The Holy Spirit is within our soul. It's not every day we're tasked with doing something brave or running toward gunfire into a building that's on fire, but there are challenges each and every day that we're called to respond to. And being afraid is part of the process. I remember during a very rigorous, strenuous military exercise, an instructor who had been through numerous tours of duty in Vietnam, I remember him saying, fear is something everybody has. Some people can just control it better than others. I suppose the same thing could be said about pain. While researching this article, searched the Bible for the word courage, and I was really surprised how often it appears in the Old Testament and the New Testament. And I'd like to share with you the Bible reference that I used, the online reference. It's called the Bible Gateway. I'll put a link to it down below. You don't have to log in or be a member or pay anything. I've never paid a penny towards it. And you have to choose which version of the Bible because it's amazing how many versions of the Bible there is. But you can search the entire Bible for just one word, and it'll bring up a list of each book that has that word and chapter and verse. It's a very interesting way to do research and to get to learn about the Bible and our faith. So thank you for spending time with me this early Monday morning, or I guess it could be late in the afternoon. May God bless you and keep you. And with His blessing, may we meet again tomorrow.